Hi guys, Alex Peak Performance Reviews. Welcome to another vlog. I am finally going to get out in the Mark 8 Fiesta ST. So yeah, we're going to go out for a drive in the Fiesta ST. Been dying to get it, obviously being a Mark 7 Fiesta ST owner. Yeah, we're going to let you know what we think of that car. Honest review. Looks wise, I just don't like it as much as the Mark 7 Fiesta ST, but we're going to see what the drive's like. That's the most important thing. So let's go and drive and see what we think. I'll let you know. Brakes pretty much of a muchness. They're not really any bigger. I don't know whether they're any better, but we will check that out for you. Looks wise, in my opinion, it's definitely grown on me, but it's not as nice as the Mark 7. It just isn't. Sound wise, it's got a good sound to it, definitely. Again, is it better? Yeah, probably. Sound wise it probably is, but when you modify them, a Mark 7 like mine, they probably do sound quite nice. But yeah, the alloys I weren't keen on initially when I first saw them, but definitely it's growing on me, and the looks is growing on me as well. But I do prefer my Mark 7 ST. But yeah, let's go and drive it and see what we think. So yeah, got some nice little design cues and styling cues that obviously show you a bit of Ford Performance's input into the car. But yeah, the interior is definitely, I think they've upped their game since the Mark 7 Fiesta ST. Much of a muchness in many of respect, apart from this dash display on top. But yeah, by and large, it's a little bit nicer place to be. Not that the interior of the Mark 7 wasn't any good. It was actually quite nice, but it's definitely a little bit better on this Mark 8. But the most important thing that most people worry about is the driving. So let's go and drive. Same as before. Start that. We need clutch in. Away we go. But yeah, out of the factory straight away, like I say, this 3-cylinder motor. Yes, now 3-cylinder motor. Sounds actually really quite nice. But yeah, let's go and drive. So we are finally out in the Mark 8 Fiesta ST. And you'll hear me laughing because I own a Mark 7 Fiesta ST. These have kind of been out able to be driven by the public, not by the public, by press for months. I've got a Mark 7 Fiesta ST and I've only just got to drive it, and I'm getting to drive it now. Absolutely gutted. Apologies for not being able to give you you know, this review a lot sooner than before, but if needs must, and as and when you can get a drive, you can get a drive. So it's happened to take a lot longer for me than it had done, so it is what it is. And yeah, finally I get to drive this new Fiesta ST, which I am proper excited about. I'm really excited about. The reason being is I have a Mark 7 Fiesta ST. Now, I absolutely love that car. Now, I bought it through PCP Finance, and I've literally actually just decided to buy it. So I paid a cash lump sum to finish the payment off, and the ST is now mine. So I've bought that. The reason being is I love the car so much, and I never got a chance to drive one of these to make my own judgment on them. Now, I definitely I don't like the looks of this car as much as I do the Mark 7. I am not going to lie about it and say anything other than that. It's definitely grown on me. However, I still definitely don't like it as much as I do the Mark 7 Fiesta ST. I don't think I ever will do. I find it very hard to even think and comprehend me liking this as much as the Fiesta ST Mark 7. So yeah, let me give you my first thoughts straight away. Actually, it does drive a little bit less firm than the outgoing Mark 7, so that's a big positive. I think a lot of people are saying good things about this. So yeah, it definitely, I'm in normal mode at the moment. It definitely rides a lot less firm than the Mark 7 Fiesta ST. It's still reasonably firm. Steering input and feel is good. I've heard a few people say that apparently steering input's not very nice. Now, I don't know whether they had a different car, but for me, it's actually, it feels stiffer. I think, if anything, or virtually it's the same, but, so that's a tick. So that was the thing I was concerned about, because I heard that some people were saying the steering feel is lighter. I can't see that, so for me that's good. That's got rid of the thing that I was worried about more than anything. The rest of the car, from what I hear, is a lot of people are saying are really good, but I am going to make my own judgments on that anyway. I'm going to change the mode and I'm going to go into sports and see if that makes anything different. Steering input feels pretty much the same. Exhaust note, you'd see from my other video, and actually show that it doesn't make much of a difference actually. So in sport, definitely feels a bit more sharp. Let's have a little look around this roundabout, how well it handles. Gripping really well, really good. Fantastic little chassis again, and this is in sport, so sounds lovely as well. Bloody hell, it's quick as well. Do you know what? Yeah, I don't know how. It feels like it's got more than 200 horsepower. Not like loads, but it feels, I mean, definitely, categorically, I've seen tests and they're showing the Mark 8 Fiesta ST outperforming the Mark 7 pretty well actually. And I have to say, on first drive of this, that was actually in sport. We're going to put it in race now, racetrack mode. It's definitely quicker than the Mark 7 Fiesta ST out of the factory, out of the bat. So it's incredible for the power actually, what, you know, how it goes. But it's going to be due to this 3-cylinder motor and the torque. But we're at 3,000 revs, instant power, and the gearbox is just sublime as well. Do you know what? I love the Fiesta ST Mark 7, and I was worried that this was going to disappoint. I'm not sold on the looks, but it kind of is a bit like the new Civic Type R. It just doesn't matter, and I'll tell you why. It's so good. This car is so good. The Mark 7 Fiesta ST is amazing. This car is just that little bit better. So if you're in the market to kind of upgrade or kind of renew and get a newer car, and you want to change your Fiesta ST for something else, and you like, you know, the platform that is the Fiesta STs, and or these kind of cars with the miles per gallon they still can do, buy one, or at least go and test drive one. I'd be hard pushed to imagine that anyone would think otherwise. Just overtaking the cyclist there, no problem whatsoever. Lovely sounds, lovely gearbox, great brakes. I don't know how, but the brakes do feel a little bit better than the ones on the Mark 7 as well. It's got me thinking I want one, but yeah, Ford UK, please give me one. I will promote it and push it to my dying day, or at least until the next one comes out. But honestly, it is absolutely amazing. I'll get you some driver perspective so you can see the road as well. But what a car! What a car! Bloody hell, it gets going, I'll tell you, it really does. If you kind of have a loose grip in the steering wheel, you will get a tiny bit of steering grab from a bit of torque steer, but it has got a lot of torque all the way through the rev range, but it's very little. Mark my words, it's very little. If you grab onto the steering wheel with a normal kind of weight and grab, you really aren't going to have a problem with it, and it really doesn't suffer you know, much at all. So it's really, really good in that aspect as well. Similar red line to the Mark 7, but it just pulls that little bit harder, and it pulls like a car, a bigger car that's got near 300 horsepower. It feels that quick, and I'd love to see what this, you know, does against other cars, because it's just unreal. This one's not equipped with the limited slip differential, but it definitely doesn't sound or feel like it's impeding it in any way. I hate to think how good the one that's equipped with the limited slip differential would be, but this is just absolutely amazing. Again, I'm gonna push on and get moving a bit more and try and exploit this chassis a little bit more now. And if you catch it right, it's got this lovely little kind of D-cell pop crackle. I don't know whether you can hear that. You can pick it up, but very hard to pick up. But I'll get you some of that. It's just bloody brilliant. It really is. Do an ultra low speed pull as well, so about 5-10 mile an hour. 30, 40, 50, 60, done. That is quick. I really, my brain can't comprehend how Ford and Ford Performance have done this. It's just, amazing. It really is. Ford, it's just got so much acceleration and torque. Ford UK, please give me one of these cars. I'd promote the hell out of it for you, I really would. It's just brilliant. Look at this. Honestly, I am mind blown. I don't know, considering how amazing the Fiesta ST Mark 7 is, I can't comprehend how you could make a car better. That's why I bought our Fiesta ST, and to be honest with you, no regrets for me, but it is just unbelievable. Is it better than the Mark 7 Fiesta ST? Yeah, it is. It really is. I have to say it is. Now, looks are subjective. I definitely prefer my Mark 7. Love that sound though. But this Mark 8 is definitely a better all-round car out of the factory, and Ford Performance and Ford, you have absolutely nailed it and smashed it out of the park. It is just amazing. And I'm going to end on that, guys. Yeah. So obviously at some point we've got to end. I wish I had even more time with that car, but in the small amount of time we've had with it, finally driven the car, all I can say is I never thought that anyone could create a car, or Ford could create a car better than the Mark 7 Fiesta ST, and they have absolutely smashed it out of the park. I'm not joking. I'm not being told to say this. This is my opinion on the car. It is absolutely amazing. The steering's great, the handling is out of this world, it's got an amazing gearbox, the engine's great, responsive, sharp. It's just amazing. It is absolutely phenomenal. It's made an amazing car even more amazing, and I didn't even realise it would be possible. If you're in the market for anything even mildly like that car, go and test drive one. You will love it. It's the best hot hatch in my opinion. It's not 300 horsepower, it's not 400 horsepower, but the best hot hatch really for me, handling wise and dynamic as a driver's car, is the new Fiesta ST. Nothing that gives you that kind of feeling. It's just unbelievable. So pleased to have finally driven it. I would like one now, but I love mine, and you'll see that we're doing some naughty things with it. But anyway guys, as always, like, share, comment and subscribe, and we'll see you again on the next one. Hope you enjoyed the review. Drop some comments in the comment section and ask us whatever you want, and we'll see you again on the next one. Bye for now.